Well, hi Libras, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your March 2021 reading. Wow. So, I have shuffled these cards very well. It's a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. And I'm shuffling 3 more times here. Sometimes I shuffle 4 or 5 more times. This is for Libra for March. Ooh. Libra for March. What can Libras expect in March? Okay. Well, the overall energy, like I said, is in the middle of the first part of the reading. It's the 5 of Swords. So this is kind of looking back at history here. Looking back at possibly someone who got away or you made go away, all right? I need to read around this card to find out exactly why this 5 of Swords surrounds your entire reading. Now, the 5 of Swords is you come out okay, but there's something you still have your mind on from the past here. So, let's read on. Up here in your highest energy is a Strength card. This is the card for Leo. Leo might be strong in your chart, strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But it's about that infinity symbol. That's a symbol of knowing, a symbol of intuition. So what this card is signifying, this is in your highest energy. This is your highest energy card, is that you know what you need to do. And you know that you will either have to pull out the strength to do it, or you're in the process of doing that right now, okay? So you are following your intuition, and it is going to take a lot of strength to do what you need to do. It's right next to the Knight of Swords. This is fast-moving energy, the Knight of Swords. This is like rushing into something. This is like, it feels like this is all part of you. Know what you have to do, and it's finding the strength to do it. And I think this is about moving forward. I think this is about trying to do something about this person or energy that you keep looking back at here, that you keep remembering, that you can't get off your mind. Either you're going to move forward towards this energy, or you're going to cut this energy out. And I need to read further. But whatever it is, and it might be both. It might be one way for some and one way for others. But you do know what you have to do. It is going to take strength to do it. The whole reason for this is we have the World card right next to the Knight of Swords. You might have to travel in order to do it, being next to the Knight of Swords. And I think with the Knight of Swords, is to be traveling probably by plane. It's fast-moving energy. But I think for most of you, this is a new life cycle coming in. And I think you feel the pressure of this new life cycle. I think that's part of what you know. And you know you need to fully accept this new life cycle. You need to get into this. You need to move forward. So under the Strength card is the 3 of Cups. Oh, the 3 of Cups, huh? Well, this is about a reunion. It's right next to the 5 of Swords. This is a happy and joyful reunion. I think you might be coming forward towards this, or this might happen and you may need to get rid of it. Let me read on here. Right next to the 5 of Swords, the overall energy of this reading is the 7 of Wands. This is blocking. This is like, for one thing, that new life cycle. I think you've kind of been in this because I feel like this 5 of Swords is holding you back from entering that new life cycle. So now that I have the 7 of Wands, this is exactly what I see in these first few cards here, is that I feel like you may have already had a reunion, If not, this reunion might be coming in. But I don't think... Yeah, that's what it is. So we have the Five of Swords here, looking back. Can't forget about them. I think you want to rush forward and have a reunion with whoever this is you haven't forgotten about. And that's what's holding you back from entering your new life cycle here. But you know what? I think you're coming forward now. Instead of blocking, because this is blocking. You're trying to block your thoughts here. You're trying to block these urges and passions and whatever it is that you still have for whoever it is. You keep remembering. You keep looking back at them. And you've been blocking doing anything about it. All you've been doing is looking back at them. And this is preventing you from entering that new life cycle here, the World card. I think you're going to come forward. I think that you can't hold back any longer and that you really desire a reunion with whoever this is here in this card. So if this reading makes sense to you so far, this is probably your reading. If it doesn't, it probably isn't. So, because this is a general reading. So under the Three of Cups here is the Ten of Cups. Wow. I mean, that's a lot of love. You have not stopped loving them. Whoever it is. They might be a Leo. Maybe. Or have Leo in their chart. Maybe. But, you know, this is under the reunion card. This is what you keep thinking about. When you look back at them, you're thinking about a happy, joyful union. Look, there's children playing in this card right here. Children. This is rainbows and sunshine. But then again, I have the Four of Cups. See, this is what's been holding you back. Because you don't think that offer, if you were to come back and have a reunion with them, this is part of what's been holding you back, is you don't think they'll accept your love offer. You don't think that they will accept this reunion and enjoy it and embrace it like you would want them to, like you would. It's right next to the Ten of Cups. So I think this is what you're fighting. You're fighting with yourself here as far as coming forward, because you are thinking that they're not going to accept your cup if you were to come forward for a reunion with them. But you know what? It's time. See, this life cycle here, it stays there. It's not going anywheres. And so it's nagging at you. You need to make a move. It's time to make a change in your life here. And so you need to make a move. And I think you know what you have to do. It might be getting closure. It may be coming forward and you know, I don't know how you're going to reunite with them. But it looks like it's face to face. It looks like it could turn out very well, better than you expect it to turn out. But if it doesn't, I think what you come to the conclusion of here is that at least one way or the other, you'll be able to move forward into a new life cycle, because something is telling you you need to move on from just looking back. The Magician is here. Now the Magician can be here to show us some things, to reveal some things to us. Or the Magician can be here to show me that you're manifesting something. This is the symbol again. This is how your reading started here, with that symbol of intuition, that symbol of knowing. This is a very strong energy. I think you're going with your intuitions. I need to read more. I want to see what else comes out before I decide if you are actually manifesting this to happen, or if the Magician is here. And if the Magician is here just to reveal some things to us, then it is going to be the cards closest to it. So it'll be whatever card is here, and the Four of Cups and the Seven of Wands. So they would be revealing these energies that are holding you back from moving forward towards this reunion. So let's pull out more cards, the second half of the reading, and let's see what happens here for March. For Libras, please, universe. March for Libras. One more shuffle. There we go. March for Libras. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh, all right. The star card here is in your highest energy line. This is the card for Aquarius, so Aquarius might be strong in your chart or around this reading someplace in somebody else's chart. But more importantly, this is very spiritual. This is about healing, healing right down to your bare bones. This is what you've been doing in the meantime. So while you're looking back at whoever it is you can't get your mind off of, you've still been going through this process of healing over the past, okay? So you're healing deep. You're becoming the person you're meant to be. You see your own reflection in that pool of water. And it's a very spiritual, like right down to the bare bones healing card. Now, see how close it is to that World card? This is helping you. This is helping you. All this healing is helping you realize, and you know, so it's helping you find your intuition, and you're starting to listen to it, because intuition, you know, is very spiritual, that you know that you need to enter a new life cycle. So this healing is giving you the strength to do the things you have to do, all right? So we have the Lovers card right next to the Star card. This is the card for Gemini. Gemini might be strong in your chart someplace or strong in someone else's chart around this reading. This is a divine love that you're looking back at. This is a soulmate that you were probably soulmates in another life or more. So this is very divine, soulmate. This is a connection that you can't deny. This is why you keep looking back over here. You've been trying not to. We have the Two of Swords here. So you've been trying not to pay attention to this connection because it's drawing you. It's like you can't get your mind off this other person still to this day. I don't know how long exactly it's been, but you've been dealing with this for a while. And so blindfolded, your heart is protected here because I think you had your heart broke, and your swords are up. You're kind of on guard, and you're like trying not to deal with these feelings, this connection that you still have with someone who is no longer in your life. And that someone is right in this picture here. And look under the Star card. This is what you're healing from. This is a broken heart. There might have been someone else involved. There's 3 swords here. There's tears. You're healing from all this. There could have been like an addiction, an interfering person, something like that, because I think there was some kind of outside influence, but it tore this relationship apart, or at least it helped to tear it apart. It's really close to this Seven of Wands, this blocking. So, you know, not dealing with this urge to continually look back, not forget, trying not to deal with it. That, you know, it's because of your heart. See up here, you're blocking your heart. It's a way that you're protecting yourself. But during all this, you know, protection of yourself is you're learning the truth about, you know, what happened there, who you are, you know, where you're happiest, what you want, what you don't want. But next to this, look at next to this 3 of Swords, this broken heart now, and under the Lovers card, There you are, reaching out. We have the 8 of Wands. This is like, I think it goes with this reunion. This is like sending a text, email, Facebook, however you do it. It's probably going to be through the airways to try to reconnect in a way to kind of feel out the situation with your soulmate here. We all have many soulmates. And just because you're lovers in another life doesn't mean you have to be lovers in this life. But that is your connection. You do have a strong, very strong connection here. And so you're doing all this so that you can move forward. You know, like I said, you need to move forward into a new life cycle. It's been kind of drudgingly. You're also moving forward because you're healing. Now that is absolutely moving forward. But away from these rocky waters, it's still rocky because you're looking back at someone you can't touch. You're looking back at someone that you actually miss and you can't get off your mind. So that you're going to be moving away from that towards a more peaceful, calmer place in your life. And it's going to happen through these swords of truthfulness and honesty and conversation. So it looks like you're going to find the strength. That's what it looks like. I think you're going to find the strength to come forward in order to clear things up for you, because you either need closure to move forward or you want to reunite to move forward. But one of the two seems to need to happen here in this situation. Under the 3 of Swords, I have the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is, and it's basically, it's right next to the Magician here. This, I think the Magician is just kind of pointing some things out in this reading. Now, a lot of readers will say, oh, this is a wish come true. You get your wish, whatever that is. I don't know that you actually have a wish. I think your wish would be the 10 of Cups, all right? But you're hesitant on this reunion because, heartbreak. You're protecting your heart. But you feel like you need this reunion, like I said, for closure or just to move forward one way or another from this energy of the 5 of Swords. And all this truth and clarity, all those swords that the 5 of Swords is holding will be very helpful for you to make this move. So the 9 of Cups here is putting your love on a shelf. I feel like you haven't been available through your heart since this relationship ended over here, because this is the ending that you're looking back at. And I feel like you have not been able to be available to anyone else. And this is one thing you need to move forward, or why you need to move forward is like put an end to this looking back at someone else so that you can move forward. I think you're going to take this, well, I know if this is your reading, you will take a leap of faith. But you're going to protect your love. You're going to take a leap of faith. It's going to be through the airways, text, email, Facebook, something like that. Zoom, But you're going to take that leap. Because this is something that you feel like you need to do, like I said, in order to move forward into a new life cycle, with or without this person. You need to get them off your mind or fully on your mind, okay? One of the two. This Fool energy, this is happy-go-lucky energy. This is, where it could end up. It could be, it's right under the Lover's card. Then we have, all this communication. And I really feel like this is mostly about taking that leap of faith, to do what you have to do, to find the strength to do it, to even just shoot out a text is going to take courage here. And it's right next to the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is another soulmate card. So you might have known them since childhood. And this is what I feel like is happening here. You're going to take this leap of faith here. And it's just, whether you've known them since childhood or not, this is another soulmate card. But it looks like it's right above the 6 of Swords. It looks like what's going to happen is it's going to be kind of a, I don't see if they could, I think March is just about making this decision on what you need to do in order to move forward in your life. There's been some time here. It kind of feels like you might be able to move forward with them, but it won't be overnight. Because it's right above the Six of Cups here. And it's right under this blocking your heart. So there's where the courage comes in. But, you know, this has 3 people in there in this card. You got a child, a person, and a person. And look at all the swords. Again, truth and clarity. So, I need to clarify that card. I need to clarify the Six of Swords, please. I'm just not sure if you're moving on your own, or if you're going to move on, you know. This is like drudgingly, kind of, you know, pushing. It's slow with a pole, that boat. It's no motor on it, you know, so that's kind of a slow action. So I want to see if you're moving forward with this other soulmate here, or this one you keep looking back at, or if you're going to move forward on your own and be able to do that. So I really need just one card, maybe 2, to clarify the Six of Swords. Oh, this, okay. I think you're moving on with them. I think this Knight of Wands here was the energy. See, remember we had the Three of Swords? I think this is the energy that they carry. They're in and out of your life, flipping it upside down. They kind of took your relationship for granted. They would just show up, you know, and then it was fun, and then they'd take off. And yeah, I think there was somebody else here, someone or something. But that was interfering and pulling them away from you. But when you reach out to them in this moving forward, I think you're moving forward with them, because the Ace of Wands fell right on top of the Knight of Wands here, and right on top of that Six of Swords. The Ace of Wands is about new beginnings, fresh starts. It's also about passion. But see, they run in with a wand of fresh starts, they run out with a wand of passion. I think this relationship will slowly get rolling again, and you will slowly, not the slowest in the deck, be able to move forward together. Wow, I didn't expect that. I thought you'd be moving on your own. So this is what the tarot has for you for the month of March 2021. So Libras, this is your reading, and I thank you so much for watching Universal Guidance.